the basic story? People are back, but in a certain segment of the market.
There's a lot of buying going on, more buying in this quarter than the 10-year quarterly average. But they're buying something very specific. They are buying non-luxury homes. But in the Hamptons, non-luxury for is this quarter defined as things that are under $3.3 million. But those properties, and the cheaper they are getting bid up. So people are willing to pay more for a cheaper property, but they're leaving the luxury alone.
But we're not just talking about homes, we're talking also about condos and the other types of properties in the lower end.
Yeah, condos is a relatively new niche for the Hamptons, but this quarter they snapped them up and they sold the fastest that they've sold in many years. They just didn't stay on the market.
How much are they?
The median price of a condo in the Hamptons is about $567,000, under $600,000. So that's a lot less than the Hamptons median, which is close to $1 million. So yeah. So that.
What's it all signifying that, Wall Street is back to a certain extent, or that, that vacation home buying is back? What does it signify?
Well, Hamptons is always, it's kind of a barometer of Wall Street. It really is connected. So how Wall Street does usually affects how Hamptons real estate does. It suggests that people have the confidence to buy a second home, because it is a second home market. I guess you can look into the fact that maybe people don't want to splurge too much, or maybe that you don't want to buy a $10 million home, but a $3 million one will do just fine.
Yeah.
Will it retain then its image of being ultra luxury when it comes to the Hamptons, and will it get crowded all of a sudden?
Well, it's pretty crowded if you go there on a summer weekend. But ultimately, when the non-luxury market is under $3.3 million, you're still talking about a pretty high-end kind of buyer.
Has it anything to do? I mean, people who spend that kind of money on places, do they worry about interest rates going up 25 basis points, or about trying to, stuff some of their money into an asset that might rise? I mean, obviously, overall they do, but when it comes to just buying something in the Hamptons, does that crop up in their thinking?
Well, you have a Wall Street buyer, so I'm sure that crops up into the thinking of any kind of investment. Some of them are cash buyers, but some of them are mortgage buyers, and you figure rates are low. There's any thought that they might go up, this might be the time to do it. But it's another investment. It's an alternative investment, you might say.
So these non-luxury homes are becoming very popular. Does that take away from the ultra-luxury ones?
Well, it really depends. It's quarter by quarter with Hamptons. I mean, you had a quarter where sometimes people are buying a lot of $10 million homes, $20 million homes. It just didn't happen this quarter, and there were more listings of such properties than there were people who took them off the market by buying them.